The price of Sandbox is going through the roof at the moment, and the reason why is because there's a rumor that one of these big tech companies are actually in the process of trying to acquire the Sandbox from Animoca Brands. Now, before I address this rumor and actually go in more in detail, I just want to point you guys to my Twitter quickly. You can follow me on Twitter at Sheldon Trades. I try and post more frequent updates on what's going on in Web3 gaming as well as the metaverse on there. So feel free to check me out on Twitter if you want to have more frequent updates on what's going on. Now let's get into the video. Sandbox has become one of the most important metaverse cryptocurrencies to keep an eye on this year. Sandbox and Sand token is currently selling at $1.31, an increase of 20% based on data from CoinMarketCap. The rally occurs just days after Microsoft and Meta, among other technology giants, announced the founding of so-called Metaverse Standards Forum. Other facets of virtual reality are also being researched, and the Sandbox environment has expanded into much more than just a gaming platform. As shown on the Sand chart, the daily time frame chart obtained 7 consecutive green candles. Near the $1.11 mark, the Sand price confronts severe supply pressure, with intraday trading volume reaching $386 million, suggesting a 3.22% decline. Friday night's bulls blasted over the 10-day horizontal boundary, propelling the price of Sand cryptocurrency well above the bearish critical hedging level of $0.90. The recent bottom of Sand token, on the other hand, has served as a significant support level for the bulls. The Sandbox is an Ethereum-based game in which players can purchase parcels of virtual land. Occasionally, the value of these virtual properties may reach millions of dollars, and everyone could profit greatly if the metaverse becomes as successful as many anticipate. Meanwhile, the Sandbox could be on the crosshair of an established tech company planning a takeover, based on rumors circulating on social media. The declared objective of the Metaverse Standards Forum, which is unveiled on Wednesday and is comprised of Sony and Alibaba, is to foster coordination and cooperation among the hundreds of enterprises competing for position on the enormous metaverse landscape. Now, while these big tech companies may be more in favor of centralized metaverses, at the end of the day, the metaverse should and more than likely will become one overall interconnected place that we all spend our time in and travel between different people's metaverses while they're all interconnected. At the end of the day, no one company can own the internet, therefore no one company can nor should own the metaverse. We all need to work together as companies as well as communities to actually make an open metaverse that we can all be a part of. Reuters quotes NVIDIA executive Neil Trevitt, who is chairing the MSF, as saying any company, including those in the crypto industry, can join the group. A property in Sandbox was recently acquired by HSBC, one of the world's top banks. HSBC's interest in the Sandbox metaverse lands indicates that they appreciate its significance. On Sunday, the Sandbox co-founder and CEO Sebastian Borget replied to Mazzari on Twitter if Meta purchasing a virtual world like the Sandbox game makes him bullish. Borget's response was brief and unequivocal. This will never happen. Many Web3 community members remain dubious. Animoca Brands founder and executive chairman Yatsuo has previously referred to Meta's goals as digital colonialism. Animoca Brands is a $5 billion software and venture capital firm responsible for a variety of metaverse projects, including the Sandbox. Danny Green, general manager of the Meebits DAO, stated to a crypto news outlet that customers will ultimately battle for a decentralized future, and that these are companies that represent shareholders. At the end of the day, DAOs that are focused on community and made up of communal governments of the metaverse platforms, they largely don't have a choice but to focus on what the community wants, seeing as the community largely has control over the platform at the end of the day. Whereas a big corporation, or any corporation in general really, typically has the shareholders' best interests in mind. That needs to be taken into consideration when actually looking at this, and I think at the end of the day, it depends from company to company and DAO to DAO, but at the end of the day, the person who actually holds the most tokens or the most shares in the organization is largely the person who is in control of that organization, and also largely dictates the direction that the future of the organization goes in. It's very tough to tell. I personally don't think that Meta would be able to acquire the Sandbox. I just don't see Animoca Brands letting go of the Sandbox. The Sandbox still has so much potential for growth, and they know that probably better than anyone else out there. So that's just my perspective on it, but I'd like to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think that Meta or even another big tech company could acquire the Sandbox? Do you think that Animoca Brands would be open to selling the Sandbox to another company? I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. Feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I post updates on what's going on in Web3 gaming and the metaverse every single day. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next one.